Hello, friends. How's it going? It's me, Katie, your friendly neighborhood modern mystic energy healer, divine light channel, Akashic records reader, human design teacher, facilitator, improv comedian, director of theater, actor. I do a lot of stuff. What kind of stuff do you do? Would you be willing to own all of it instead of trying to fit yourself in a little tiny fucking box because the world says that's what you have to do? We're having an open closet kind of day. I'm like, look behind the veil. There's a closet there. There's some stuff in it. Oh, there's art and a dog leash and a sweater. This is a human being living a real life before your very eyes. I have your 3-card spread for the end of the week. I also have a heater on that I'm going to turn off because it's loud. That's got to be a lot better. Look at that. I feel like I could whisper now. Maybe this could be an ASMR video instead of a reading. We're not going to do that today. All right, my friends. In the recent past, here's your 3-card spread for the end of this week. Movement. There's been some movement in the recent past. Look at that cute little, this guy, hot air balloon in the background. I guess you're like on the windmill or in the windmill on the back of this ostrich. That seems like a normal thing to be doing. Present time, we're riding the wave of abundance still. If you remember from Monday's reading, we had the outcome card, I believe was the dolphins. They were in there somewhere. And the outcome card of this week, interestingly, the coming apart card. Don't panic. All right, in the recent past, you've been confronted with being in a time of positive forward motion. This is a time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a state of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, move your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. Pretty straightforward. So like how I see this card when it shows up in the recent past position is you've probably been confronted by an opportunity to keep things the same and to stay put or take a risk and move forward. So think about that. Where have you been offered an opportunity to move forward, make a new change, move? Doesn't have to be like moving your physical home. It could be moving careers. It could be moving how you think. It could be moving forward with certain relationships or a relationship. All kinds of, any kind of movement is what we're talking about here. In the present moment, we're riding the waves of abundance. Happy dolphins. That's what we are, guys. It's a happy dolphin present moment. You can be assured that you are entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide is turned and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything you know, all your talents coupled with your hopes and dreams will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the closet, the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Know that you're definitely on the right path. No pressure, but you're definitely on the right path. I just love that. Come on, dolphins. All the support is there. The waves are pulling you forward. You're going in the right direction. Everything's good. The outcome, interestingly, is, and this is often the case, by the way, when we're riding a wave of abundance and things are going our way, that sometimes the outcome of that is we have to let go of something. We're coming apart from someone, something, or both. Now is the time to take separate paths. The coming apart card is assigned to put an end to what is no longer working for you. Has a commitment been broken? Perhaps you need to break a promise or change course because you took on more than you could handle. This is a perfect time to reassess your goals and values. Are your actions in alignment with what you believe in? Have you created a partnership that is not mutually beneficial? Separation, disillusion, and dispersion are all in focus now. If someone wishes to break away from you, don't chase the relationship out of a sense of fear. The price you'll pay will not be worth the prize. Separation brings good fortune. In this case, we're not saying separation always brings good fortune. We're saying, in this case, whatever you're feeling the pull to come apart from brings good fortune, should you find it within yourself to be courageous enough to come apart. So once again, there's been a call to or a push toward movement in your recent past. Right now, you got all the support in the universe. You're riding the waves of abundance. And the outcome is it looks like you're going to be coming apart from someone or something or both. Keep your eyes peeled, friends. I was thinking before I was going to make this video about how to impress upon people. I want to talk about human design. And just to say, I used to talk a lot on our podcast, All the Answers, which is free everywhere you get podcasts. We used to talk on there. It's a comedy and spirituality or consciousness podcast. We used to talk a lot about, I was always making statements about what is, big truisms, big universal truths. And the more deeply I've gotten into my study of human design, which I'll be studying forever because it's an endless, endless system of, my God, depth and awareness and insights and truth, and fuck, it's good. The deeper I get into it, the more I'm convinced that in this reality, on human earth, on earth with human beings, there is what's individually true and correct for you, and what is individually true and correct for each of the individuals you know. There are many universal truths that we can kind of lean into in our individual lives, but when you want to understand how the vehicle of you operates, we've been given a map, like a literal map of how does the spaceship of you move best through time and space, and it's called your human design chart. It's radically specific, radically detailed, and incredibly game-changing for people. There are things that are so fundamentally different about types of people within certain structures of human design, so fundamentally different that as a coach and a healer, if I were to say to somebody with a certain type, do X, Y, Z, it would be 1,000% incorrect for them. But if I were to say to someone with a different type and different sets of details in their chart, it would be very empowering and correct for them. So how can we responsibly give coaching and guidance and direction to people when we don't know the map of how the spaceship of them operates? That's why when I work with clients now, as an energy healer, as an Akashic Records reader, as a coach, whatever we're doing, if I'm doing EFT tapping with you, if I'm doing NET, holding of points, if I'm doing divine light transmission, I don't do it anymore until I've looked at your human design chart and we've had a full session on that. Because that's how radically important I think it is in terms of understanding the individual I'm working with. So just want to put that out there for anybody curious and for anyone for whom that's relevant. If you're just feeling a bit lost in your life or need some guidance, I'd say start with your chart, whether it's with me or whoever, before you get into anything else. That's it. That's your PSA today about human design. You got this. You've had the call to movement. Tidal wave of abundance is present right now. You've got all the support of the universe. Don't be afraid if it means you have to come apart from someone, something, some location, some place, some pattern, some way of thinking. You got this. Namaste.